In this ParaCourse video, I want to show you how you can use this definition to produce a parametric shelf, which you can see these are the sections, and with the numbers you can just produce that. So if I just put a double click on this curves true, you can see that this is basically a simplified version of the model. We can change the length here. So the length is simply the distance between here to here, which is square, so we can define that here. The next one is the height. So if I just zoom in and increase the height, you can see that I can increase the height of this shelf or decrease it. The next thing, and this is based on meter or whatever the Rhino model is. Okay, so another thing we can change is the slices. So if I just decrease that, you can see that we can start with two slices on the X and Y direction, and we can also increase that to whatever we want. So if I just go to maybe 6 and double click on this curves to true, we can simply have the results. So it's going to compute all of the intersections and find the results and bring you those curves. So here it is, and you can see this is the result. So this is the first X direction and the Y direction. Okay, so the next thing is the thickness, and basically this is the thickness of the material you are laser cutting or using a CNC to make those sections. So if I just increase that from 1 centimeter to maybe 2 centimeters, you can see that I can just change that, and it's going to take a while, so we're going to wait to see the results. So this is basically a definition which you can use to fabricate a parametric shelf, which is simply like this. And if I just decrease that to 2, you can see also we can just change this, increase the height, and say that to true, and we will have those results. So the most important thing about this is that you can also change the text size here, and if I just change this, you can see that it's going to change. It's going to change slowly, so remember you can always put that to false, change this, and then put it to true if you want to see the results. Okay, another thing is that because it produces this based on an algorithm, if I go to maybe 3 slices, the problem is maybe for some of those sections the number is on the edge. So okay, so if you want those curves to be baked into Rhino and produce them, you can simply just go here and select these two set of curves. This is the first set of curves in the X and the Y direction, and I'm going to right click and bake them. So this is going to go to the default layer. The next thing is that you can bake these tags. So maybe this number is not located in a good position. I'm going to change that. So let's just right click on this and bake this into layer 2 and bake this into layer 2. Okay, so here we have them. You can see that this is fine, but let's just move this text a little bit in this direction and here and again here. And because we want to make this with a laser cut or a CNC, if you want those numbers, you can simply go to the layer 2, right click, and choose the select objects. So let's just do that. And what I want to do is to simply explode them to make them into curves. So if I just explode that, you can also have them into curves. If you want to make this with a laser cut or a CNC, you can have that in a layer, or we just simply just turn this off and have those curves here. So as you can see here, these curves are just closed. And if you want to fabricate these sections, you can simply go to File and Save As. And you can simply go here and maybe select the DXF file if you want to just convert that to a DXF file. You can also select here the Adobe Illustrator output, so it can also go to the AI output or a DXF output. So this file can simply just be saved as a DXF or an AI file, and you can just send this to a laser cutter or a CNC machine and produce the shelf, which is actually, we can also delete these things, and you can see the 3D like that. So remember, you can always change the height, you can change the length, which is this one, and we can simply just increase or decrease the number of that, and then put that curves into true and produce the result.